Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 17th episode of Season 1 of Stargate SG1 called Enigma. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw the team visit a planet but no one appeared to be around. Teal'c realised he'd been there before. Whilst investigating, some of the population popped up and appeared. But when they saw Teal'c, things escalated a bit, and he was accused of killing one of their fathers years ago. Teal'c was put on trial for the crime, but his guilt was pretty much already confirmed, and he actually also agreed that he had killed the man's father. Teal'c killed the man because he only had one leg, and all of the people run and hide when the Jafar visit the planet, but they tend to keep together, so they're only as quick as their slowest member. By killing him, he saved a lot of others. He also wanted to serve some kind of penance for the crimes he committed under Apophis, as he felt guilty for doing everything, so that's another reason he pled guilty and didn't want any help from the rest of the team. Jack and Sam returned to Earth to get some help to rescue Teal'c, but the General and the President turned down their request due to the moral ambiguity of the situation. When they went back to the planet, they discovered that Jafar were there. Teal'c leapt in front of a group of people about to be shot and saved them. The son of the man that Teal'c shot then saw that Teal'c was now a different person and that he could do good, and he was let free. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. So assuming that's volcanic ash. I thought it was snow initially, but it's volcanic ash. You can see the volcano erupting, or at least having some activity in the background. Oh no, it's erupting as lava.
None of this was going on when we sent the probe through.
What's this stuff in the air?
Ash.
Get us out of here. No argument.
Something's going to go wrong.
There's something out there.
Well, there's lots of things out there. Be more specific.
It's a woman. She's alive. There's more. Hurry, you guys.
Why are they lying down?
This one's had it!
It's a bit brutal. This one's had it.
It's just like Pompeii. Everyone died of suffocation before the lava started to flow.
Ah, right. Another reason to get out of there.
O'Neill, there are 2 more alive.
What are you going to do? Take them back?
Don't help us.
Don't help us. So they were a group of people around the Stargate. From what Jack said, it sounds like it's the ash that caused them to at least fall over, if not die. He spoke very well, if that's the case. I thought it would all be in his lungs, he wouldn't be able to talk properly. Some kind of rite? Is that why he said don't help us? It's that they want to be there and they want it was a sacrifice of some kind? Don't know. I also don't know what the sort of protocol would be. Would they take survivors back through the gate to help them, or would they try and find their own people? And that's answered my question. Thank you very much. What are this week's lottery numbers? Not answering that one.
You better have Dr. Fraser take a look at you. We'll debrief as soon as you're ready.
I mean, yeah, they're definitely going to need observation. They'll have inhaled stuff, so it's going to take some time to get that out of their system.
This was one hell of a rescue operation.
Thank you, sir.
Unintentional.
We don't know how far they walked, but it looked like they were trying to make it back to the Stargate.
Or they travelled through the Stargate themselves.
I thought at first that they were from a parallel culture, but it looks like they might be way ahead of us.
Then given our present state of technology, could they be ahead of us?
Yeah.
We'd be colonizing space right now if it hadn't been for the Dark Ages.
Well, they also could have risen up and defeated the Goa'uld, and then used some of their technology and learnt their technology and developed from there. So yeah, we easily could have leapt ahead of us. Definitely. And the reason Daniel said.
The spokesman for the rescued people is awake. He'd like to speak with you. All of you.
Sounds ominous. Is he going to thank them, or is he going to berates them for saving them. You didn't look happy.
These people saved you.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
Right.
There was a rescue transport on the way.
Well, half your people were already dead.
Believable that anyone so primitive could have deciphered the gate system.
Nice fellow.
Here, life is highly valued.
Quite a statement for a Jafar.
So he does recognize Jafar.
And what do you know of the Ghoul and Jafar?
We're aware of them, we don't interact with them.
Well, then we share a common enemy.
Did I mention an enemy?
Oh, he's a bit of a stuck-up kid, isn't he?
I demand you return everything that you've taken from us and allow us to go home. I've said enough, I'll say no more.
But he's fun at parties. So he didn't say they're enemies of the Gold. Well, he specifically said they're not enemies. They know who they are. They're aware of them.
Captain Carter, I want you to monitor the situation on Tolan very closely. As soon as it's safe there, I want those people gone.
But did he say that that was Tolan? He said he wanted to go home. Didn't say that was. I reckon they've come through the Stargate themselves.
New hobby?
Neat, huh?
It is.
As a matter of fact, one of them was asking a lot of questions about you.
Is that the one who woke up and saw the vision of Sam standing above him like an angel?
I thought maybe you'd like to escort him up to the surface to have a look.
Really?
As long as you give me your word, you'll stay with Captain Carter.
I'm surprised that he's letting that happen. With the way that that one guy has reacted. The one of his race who's quite offhand with them.
I wanted to tell you.
Okay, there's a few guards.
You know, back on Tolan, I thought I was dying.
Okay, so it is Tolan, that planet.
The story goes that if a Shermao appears at the moment of death, she will take you to her dwelling in the stars.
Literally.
Ours were reported to be quite beautiful. You seem to fit the description.
I'm expecting him to go, "How you doing?" to her.
Curiosity.
It's a quality Omok doesn't seem to share.
Yeah.
Can you tell me something about your world? Is it permitted?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, and I suppose even if they're closed off, if you're open to them, it might start creating a bond.
Omok is not as harsh as he seems. He is only trying to protect us. And you.
From what?
Perhaps we should go back.
So there's something obviously big going on here, but there's not enough information to know what. I can't think. Oh, that's quite cool.
That lava's flowing straight toward the gate.
Yeah.
Computer predicts that at the current rate, the gate will be buried in a couple of days.
Not very accurate.
Our final task was to close the gate.
Well, wherever you were going, we can recalibrate the coordinates from here.
The new settlement world is outside the gate system. We'll need a ship.
There's a problem.
We've got to relocate them somewhere.
You know, General, we have done some fairly good deeds out there. Maybe we should try calling in some markers.
That's interesting. They're calling a favour for someone else. It's not a favour for them.
It's an act of good faith. We're returning the devices you were wearing.
Are we prisoners?
No, absolutely not.
But you are from an alien environment. It's as much for your safety as for ours.
That's true. I mean, like I've been saying, they could be bringing illnesses back to Earth, which could be harmful to people on Earth. The flip side's also true. People from other planets could visit Earth. We could have things that could be harmful to them. So it makes sense.
I never thought I'd see a living animal.
His name's Schrodinger.
Schrodinger's cat.
Joke, really. His name, that is. Schrodinger's cat.
Oh.
He's not going to know, is he?
An atom state is indeterminate until measured by an outside observer.
We call it quantum physics. You know the theory?
Yeah, I've studied it.
Well, yeah, they're
In among other
seem to be pretty
misconceptions of
advanced.
elementary science.
Elementary. Oh, I think he's about to stop talking. He's got quite the stare, hasn't he?
I did not tell her anything.
Hinted at a few things.
We have a problem. Your refugees seem to have escaped.
How'd they get past the guards?
You can ask them that when you find them.
Did they literally just disappear? Did they break out? Did they harm anyone?
Hold fire!
I can see why this episode's called Enigma.
We were merely observing the stars.
Well, you're all gonna have to come back in now.
So we are prisoners.
He must realise why they're being careful. There is a difference between being prisoners and being contained. It's a bit of a technicality, but
Before we
it is
begin,
true. Oh,
I wish to thank you for allowing me to be the first visitor to your Earth.
the Broke a Divide episode where they all became cavemen. He was on that planet.
Our farms produce rich harvests.
But they haven't got the technology that's going to help him. They haven't got ships.
We would be honored to share our land.
He's not going to want to go there. That's a big thing for them to say, though, to offer that land.
We know that you are in need, and that you are here among those who have proven themselves our friends.
Okay, so it sounds like we've been having contact with them and building up a relationship.
These people are even more primitive than you.
Has that now harmed relations between us and that planet, though, from his behaviour?
The nearest planet in our solar system was called Sarita. We learned she was inhabited. They were on a level very similar to yours. We offered them a device to produce unlimited productive energy, and they used it to make
Weapons, yeah.
In one rotation of our planet, they had destroyed theirs, made our world unstable.
So that would explain why he's so afraid.
Yeah, that does make a bit more sense now.
By studying the position of your stars, we were able to calibrate the distance between Earth and the new homeworld.
Makes sense. Their level, technological level.
Too far to hope for a ship in our lifetime.
Yeah, we just need to use the Stargates to get closer. I mean, it sounds like they know what the Stargates are, and I would have thought they've used them themselves to explore.
You only want our technology, nothing more.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind knowing how you got the hell out of this place.
You don't need to know how. Only that we did, and we can do it again anytime we need to.
So, some sort of teleportation ability? Invisibility or phasing? I think there's the only three options I could think of. So they've altered the molecular structure of the wall.
This is not far beyond that of the goa'uld.
That's exactly what the President and Joint Chiefs want to hear. Colonel Mayburn, sir. NID.
Intelligence?
Yeah. So yeah, people are going to step in from above and take over because it's technology that's vital to us.
You're to be congratulated, General. The Stargate program is finally paying off. This was quite a coup.
No, it was a rescue.
I can't release them to you.
That's a big thing.
I don't believe the president meant to release these people until they have been through quarantine.
And I have the full authority of the President.
So does the general.
So do I.
Yeah.
Colonel. Why don't you?
Oh, he's higher rank.
Outside.
That's okay. I'll wait.
That wasn't an invitation. An order, Colonel.
Didn't Dr. Fraser give the Tolans a...
Oh, didn't get that memo.
Doesn't matter if I ask for asylum.
Mayborn would love that. But you'd be working for him on his terms.
So yeah, they would be prisoners then.
They're all as primitive or more primitive than you are. Sarita could happen on any...
I wish you would stop calling us primitive.
They must know places they can go through the Stargates. If they're this technologically advanced, have they not got communication devices to contact their people?
They won't cooperate, you know.
No.
I assure you, Colonel, they will.
That doesn't sound good.
Colonel Mayborn has full authorization to relocate the Tolans immediately.
Thing is, it's believable this would happen, but it's not good.
These aliens will live a better life than most Americans. They'll have a great view, the best food, every convenience.
Still prisoners. Yeah, nothing he can do. Where's he going? Oh, secret meeting.
Tell me why I'm here?
Because Mayborn isn't, sir.
They've gone to his office.
Must ensure the Tolans escape.
We'd all be court-martialed.
I'm about a hair away from not caring.
They rescue those people in good faith.
I can't be court-martialed.
He's not in the military. He could be fired, though.
This is another trick to gain access to our technology.
No.
Can see why you'd think that.
There was a planet we went to where people were as advanced as you, maybe even more advanced. They were called the Nox.
Okay.
They sealed their Stargate, and I don't know how to communicate with them to get it open.
Then we must go back to the mountaintop.
I can't get you out of here.
That's not a problem.
So is it technology that makes them pass through things? Why have they been allowed to keep that technology? I know they're there as friends as such, but I'm surprised they've been allowed to keep that tech. So physical contact's needed to be able to go through. So is that standard equipment that they carry? If they were on that planet, they would have needed it on that planet. So is it just like standard part of their uniform? I suppose the military carry equipment here on Earth, carry equipment and stuff that they don't necessarily need, but they've got it in case they need it. Yeah, okay, that would be the case. Wonder what else that stuff does, though. That looks like a message. So they sent a message to the Nox to ask them to let them through the gate. How are they going to get a response? I'm very surprised they're just allowed to walk around like that. I mean, they could take over the base doing that, even with less people.
What is it?
You have audio and visual recording devices, yes?
Yeah.
This one records emotions. My feelings for you.
That doesn't make sense from a practical point of view. Why would they have that for the mission they were on?
We have a custom that expresses more than words.
We have sex right here, right now. Oh, no, just a kiss. I don't think that custom will take off on Earth. Awkward.
Sorry, we gotta do some stuff in here.
I think they're about to do some stuff in there as well.
You should probably get going. Don't forget Schrodinger.
Oh, taking the cat with him. Whose cat was it? Is it just some cat that she bought? Was it her cat?
General Hammond, sir, the refugees.
Gone again?
We were inside the room, sir. I stood in their path myself.
And?
They went through you.
They went right through me, sir.
That's odd. Because when they passed through the wall, it looks like they made the wall. They changed the way the wall, the structure of the wall, so that they could pass through it. She said that she stood in front of them, and they went through her, which would, well, from what we've seen, that would imply they've changed her makeup or something so they could pass through her. It would have made more sense to show some sort of effect of something of changing them, so that they can pass through anything. It's just that they put that effect on the wall itself when they pass through it. That's a bit odd. I would have made them look different so that we knew they could pass through anything. That would have made more sense.
What the hell's going on?
So I assume they're all stood there outside the gate.
Well, why's the blast door down? Get it up.
Yeah, they'll all be there. There you go. Oh, Daniel and Teal'c.
Dr. Jackson, this is Colonel Mayborn. What you're doing is a court-martialable offense.
No, it's not. Oh!
And I think it'd be kind of tough to find a civilian law to cover this.
Oh, but I'm sure they could do something.
I'll have you removed from this program forever if you do this.
There can't be no repercussions.
Someone is sending for them.
Who?
It's the Nox? Is it the same person we saw?
Hello, Laya.
It is.
I have a presidential order to take the aliens with me. Do not let them pass. Use force if necessary.
Don't think you can stop them.
The Tolans are most welcome to join the Nox.
He seemed to be softening a little bit.
Noreen was right about you.
Towards Daniel, at least.
Perhaps in time we'll meet again.
Okay. Whoa, blimey. That was a big thing for him. Oh, that was quite cool.
Come.
That's quite the power.
Fire!
So they didn't just turn invisible, they actually disappeared. The guns.
God, I love those people.
There can't be no repercussions for this. Especially for Daniel. Teal'c might get away with a few things. But...
What of Mayborn?
Oh, he is not happy.
There'll be hell to pay when he gets back to Washington.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just thinking what the little guy with funny hair once told us.
The very young do not always do as they're told.
Okay. I enjoyed it. It was a good episode. As always, a few things didn't make sense. A few things left untold as well. Like they remained on the aliens remained on the planet to do something, but he kind of stopped to say what he was going to do. Was it to bury the Stargate? Was that the second part of the conversation? They had that first bit, and then later on they said that they were going to bury the Stargate. Is that just what they were there to do? Don't know. It seemed a bit more. Like I said, I can see why it's called Enigma, because it was quite a cryptic episode. A few things said that don't quite make sense. It does. So I assumed there'd be like a department or a team or something at the Stargate base who would be investigating technology, things like the staff weapons and things. They'd be looking into that. But I suppose you wouldn't. The way the military set up, you would have different departments. In fact, I think they've even said. Well, that guy who was interviewing Teal'c in the early episodes, he was from somewhere else, and I think that's where the technology was going. So, yeah, so they've got different departments who investigate all the technology that's been brought back. They are just focused on getting technology and at all costs. And I know that's one of the primary missions of the Stargate, but they on the front line see the people and they have the emotion side of it as well, so it's not as clear cut for them. And so plus they just rescued those people and brought them back as refugees, and then say that include the president wanted to take them and for the rest of their lives lock them up. Pretty much they were going to be prisoners, and get everything they could out of them. That's not great, but I completely believe that would happen. And again, I said it multiple times, I don't know why they haven't done that with Teal'c. Especially the way we saw them, that I think it was a colonel, that colonel behave. If he was like that with those refugees, why isn't he like that with Teal'c? I could think of multiple very good arguments for that he could tell the president to get Teal'c taken away, so they can study him basically. So they've gone to the Nox. Don't know if the Nox have ships. We saw them at the floating city. Nothing was mentioned about ships. Maybe they don't need ships. Maybe they can just send those people home to where their planet is. Seems odd that the aliens went somewhere. They evacuated to a planet that didn't have a Stargate. They said, I think, which means they must have ships. So yeah, all they need to do is get in communication, and hopefully they can get a ship sent out to them to take them home. Yeah, good episode. I did enjoy it. Yeah, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and we'll see you for the next one. Be seeing you.